is Ray McLeod. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. In motion goes McLeod. Robinson up the middle. About 3 yards there to the 27. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. On the give, here's Robinson. Brought down at the 20. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. To the air, Penix. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley, taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Up the middle with Barkley. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Hurts to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and goal from the 6. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Again, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off. Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Penix.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
There he goes, right side. And he He's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 53 yards.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again here with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Looking deep here for Mooney.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney, 73 yards.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive. impressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown.
Paris Campbell, 36 yards. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Robinson with another carry.
Shoves in the side near the 35.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. They are going for it. Penix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick 1st down.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, that is incomplete.
How about the call of coming to blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And Hurts going to move him around.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. On the return is Williams. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here's first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal.
They're looking to throw. Penix.
Eluding the pressure right.
I've met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Here's Robinson.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here's second down. They'll throw with Penix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
They're on the 30-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That was a long shot, but they did give